I think we're live. That's a big maybe. This is the first time going live for my phone. I bet a whole bunch of you are sitting on another page on our YouTube page watching what's going on. But we had some technical difficulties and it wouldn't let us actually stream from the live stream that we created. So hopefully everyone is going to be able to jump over here. It looks like a couple people are showing up. Streaming from YouTube live on your phone is not really the easiest thing. Let's see who's here. Legend Gaming. Hello. Legend Gaming, did you just come over from the other one? It just wouldn't let us go live from that scheduled post. What's up? All right, everyone's showing up now. Everybody gets it. Guys, we're standing outside of our flea market, and we're going to go in just a second. Hannah, tell them how the day's been going.
It's been a busy day. We have been sitting making stickers for all of the stuff that needs to go in the booth. We've been running around town getting last minute supplies. We've been visiting the last few people of our family before we head to St. Louis to go see my neck of the woods. My mom is getting the bed all warmed up and ready to go so that we can stay over at her house tonight, or tomorrow night, I guess. But the booth is coming along and we're really excited about it.
So it's a really loud semi. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a step inside of our booth. We're going to kind of go slow because there's definitely some people that showed up for the live stream that are not here yet because we basically created 2 live streams. Log back into yours. So how is everybody doing tonight? If you ever make it to the bins in Des Moines, Iowa, look me up. Hey, I've been there one time. I was on a work trip and I rolled in there once, and I haven't been back since. But I was only able to shop at the bins in Des Moines, Iowa once, and it was great. I took a bag full of stuff on the plane with me back to here, my hometown, and sold it all here. You have those comments?
Yes.
All right, let me see them. So let's see here. Let me go to the top and see what everybody's saying. Hold on to that. All right, so is this is not the right one. This is the wrong one. It'll be this one. There's a lot of people still watching the other stream. Here we go.
My dream car is a 1994 Toyota Supra. Have you sold anything else?
Yeah, we've sold a bunch of stuff. A lot of Nerf guns, of course. Tons of Nerf guns. Young G30, what's up? Legend Gaming, what's up? Richie, my man. What's up? Is it the Richie I know? Or is this a Richie I don't know? Tendo Galifianakis. I've never heard that before. Your dream car is a 1994 Toyota Supra. That's a good one. Everyone was in the other live stream chat. Yeah, I know. Go over to the other live stream chat and tell everyone to come over here. We're having slight technical difficulties.
That's what happens when you try new things. Things get weird.
Lady Foxfire coming in clutch. Already got it. So we're going to chat for a minute, then we're going to go inside and show off our toy booth. Lady Foxfire, you rock. So what we've been doing every day except for the days we went to the Nashville bins, is we've been sitting at my grandmother's house, putting stickers on toys, and then bringing them to this place we're at right now and putting them all on shelves. And we're going to do 2 things. We're going to go in there and show you our toy booth, and then we'll take a little shop around and see what some of the other booths are selling. Ethan, what's up, my man? Welcome, welcome. You were first on the other live stream. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's doing, but it wouldn't let us live stream on that one. I created it. It was like, all right, you're good to go. And then I hit go live, and it was like, unable to compute. Hey guys, loving your cross-country adventure. Stay safe. We've been staying safe. I haven't felt in trouble once. We've slept in some Walmart parking lots, so it's probably saying something. Waiting for your live chat to begin. I'll stop staring at the blank screen and come here in the meantime. Well, welcome. You're in the right place. The other one needs to be deleted, but it's not that easy.
Oh, we got a new sub. New sub loving the travel sourcing van life videos.
Nice. Someone else just said, hold on, I'm trying to get the comments back up.
Dibs on the Talk Boy when you get back to AZ.
We're leaving the Talk Boy here. I have a Talk Boy at home. It's the only reason I'm getting rid of that one. because the one I have at home works great, and I have the tape that came with it. Ambiguously Brown just subbed, lol. We look tired. We're a little tired, but it's only because we've worked about 12 hours today. JDM cars, I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Hold the phone, mind the comments. I'm going to turn this camera around somehow, and we're going to take a walk through this store. We're going to go take a little journey. I feel like I'm carrying 100 people right now in a tiny little box. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Just I don't even know where to start you. I mean, would you like some pickles? Hannah, pickles? Would you like a mattress? This is the front row of the store, and we're pretty near the back just because the store is pretty full up when we got a booth. Go around the corner. And then there's a smoker. I've shopped all around this store. We come in and hang up a few items, and then I look all over everything. Ooh, look here. This is not our booth. I repeat, this is not our booth. It's for you. Chump. All right, so we are right here. So this is our booth, and you know it's our booth because of all of the Nerf guns. And we've probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's about 24 Nerf guns here. We started with 31. So we've sold a few. But that's it. Go home, you're drunk. Pat, you're probably actually drunk, is the funny part. Hello Kitty stuff sells. I'm not sure where it is, but there's a Hello Kitty plushie here somewhere. JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Market. They're very cool. Brandon Archer says, Tendo, your dad is a funny guy. He's all right. He's like this. Got to catch him on a good day. I wonder how many people are still sitting over in the other live chat. Hannah, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Start right to left and give everybody a little show around.
All right, so a little tour of the booth. You have the t-shirt section, so we've got all these crazy little, just, there we go. The, anything licensed, really, comic book related, Star Wars, Joker, even some, Fortnite. It's good stuff. And then we've got like a little Pez section. These are like Pez's that we don't really want to hang on to. They're just kind of nonsense things. And then a bucket of loose Pez down here. And then, of course, the Nerf gun section. A lot of that, and hopefully that is going to be even bigger pretty soon. These little barrels are full of parts and clips. And then we've got gaming bag section all through here. And then my favorite section is going to be the shelves, which have all the little action figures going on. The VHSs and DVDs is like some cartoon stuff with Super Mario, the Ninja Turtles, VHSs. This thing's pretty bomb. This is the whole set of Back to the Future. Definitely love that. And then we've got you saw that episode with all the Star Wars books. So this is 4 trilogies, all complete, and then some Pokemon VHS, Exodia, and probably my favorite character, which is going to be the Ron Burgundy, ready for battle. We've got more Star Wars books coming through, and then look at this Mickey Mouse. He's probably our best pickup from Nashville for the booth. He's just really nice. But we've got that with all the plushies, and then we've got all the gaming manuals, Legos here, and then this is going to be Ninja Turtles. I know a lot of you were really upset that we thought about getting rid of them, but I was mostly hoarding these, I would say, the Ninja Turtles, and my enjoyment is really out of the hunt. Like, I really love finding things and then getting rid of them and then finding them again. So we decided that the Ninja Turtles weren't a huge attachment for us, and some other kid's gonna really love them. Then we've got some more Pez stuff, little plug and plays, some gaming keyboards. Actually, one of those sold today. There were more, and then also a computer mouse sold today. So the gaming computer stuff is kind of thin at the moment. And then all the amiibos down here. That's probably my favorite thing in the whole booth. We had one of those growing up. This one is just missing a bunch of parts. We'll eventually find the whole complete one, and then we won't get rid of that one. But that's the booth. It's coming along pretty well. Oh, I didn't really talk about this. This was like the bulk of one day. All of these crazy Nerf darts. That bin is so full, and we had to shove all these little Nerf darts into tiny little bags and price them all for $1, and it was tedious and took an absolute eternity to get done.
All right, so let's catch up on the comments. Hey, Tendo, everyone. What's up, Jonathan? Welcome. And then Pat, you need to just go away. That's all I'm saying. Shaolin Gamer, what's up? Jason said, I saw some when you walked in. There was a booth with the Hello Kitty stuff. Yeah. Lady Foxfire told us to come on over. Yeah, thanks for coming on over. We have not learned how to stream from our cell phones yet. This is a new thing. Tendo Rocks, thanks for saying so. Nice booth. Appreciate it. You know what? Look at this. There's an empty one right next to us. I'm thinking about just going double, tearing this wall down and filling it out with Nerf guns. What do you think, Hannah?
That'd be dope.
Hello from Canada. What part of Canada are you in? The Silver Sean. So what's happened to your booth when you go back to Arizona? I've got a friend here in Arizona or here in Kentucky that's going to take care of it while we're in Arizona. He's basically going to do everything, and we're just going to drop off a van load of toys once every couple months and keep on going to the other side of the country. And yeah, okay, bye, Pat. And that's it. Someone else is going to do everything else. We're just dropping stuff off, and then we're basically going to split the money with that person. He's going to do what I really consider the hard work, because I personally think shopping at the bins is the easy part. The second side should be all we fit. I should do that just for the lulz. St. John, New Brunswick. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to look at the map to see where that's at, but I've heard of it. Van held up pretty good with that long drive. It did. It definitely chugged a little bit of oil on the way here, for sure. But it got here no problem. Didn't miss a beat, and we slept in it, and it didn't cause any problems at all. How long did it take to grow that beard? How long have I had it? I mean, I'll tell you what. Someone asked this question the other day, and I've had it exactly as long as we've been posting daily videos.
August?
So since last September or October. Do the math. Do the math and then tell me how long I've had it. Let's see. Did y'all put all the Pez out? That's a good question. I'll show you. We put a lot of them out. Where are they? So look at all this. This is all like tweenies. I don't even know what that is. Emergency heroes, a bunch of firemen and police department, Bob the Builder. This is all stuff I don't want. So we put a couple bucks on all of them and threw them up here. And then here's all the loose stuff I also didn't want. And these all have like $1 on them because they're not worth anything. They're just like, they're nonsense to me, but hopefully a Pez collector comes by and says, oh, look at all these Pez. Like I have 5 Yodas, right? So there's a couple Yodas in here, a couple princesses. And then, of course, some of this odd stuff that, where'd they go? Like this. What even is this? I don't know, but it's in here for a couple bucks. And I'm really just hoping that someone comes and buys that all at once. What's my most valuable Pez? I couldn't tell you. They're not easy to look up the value because every character Pez there's 5 generations of it. You just never know. So, Patrick, you're actually not leaving? Let's see. Do you use beard oil? What is that stuff that you got me considered oil?
No, it's more of a styling cream.
No, you got me some beard cleaner shampoo. It's not like typical beard oil. It's just special. It's the special cream. How long have y'all been reselling, and what did you do before? That's a good question, Burns. we've been reselling for about a year and a half.
Yeah, I would say like the clothing seriously for about a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer, just like trying it out. But you've been kind of a barter person for a long time, just here and there.
It's hard to say because I have for sure. Let's see. I have been reselling random nonsense probably my whole life, just to make a few extra bucks. Nothing serious, but like I used to resell guitars and amps and that kind of stuff here in my hometown years and years ago. I worked at a music shop and I was the music guy, so people just sold me their guitars and I flipped them. So that's a great question. But like what we're doing now, Hannah started reselling clothes kind of on her. We did it together. We shop for them together, and she would list them. And that was our whole thing. And we basically doubled our income about a year and a half, 2 years ago doing that. And, but as far as like this full-time resale, nothing else, probably about 14 days, to be completely truthful. Let me see. It's a good question, though. Thanks, Burns Resale Shop, for that question. Live for Tendo. Said like for Hannah. That's what I'm talking about. I like Hannah. What's your most valuable Pez? I'm going to have to look some of the nice ones I have up and see. Hello from the UK. Dean, what's up? Where are you at in the UK? Hey, Santa. Lol. A few more years, because Hannah says there are some gray hairs coming in my beard.
I just spotted one or two the other day. I've got a lot of gray hairs in my head, so I don't have any room to talk.
Yeah. Well, I haven't noticed them yet, but hello from the Netherlands. Wow, you're out there. You're far away. Love your channel and the shop. Any future plans for a different themed booth? Although this is so you. Well, I don't know about a different themed booth, but if we keep opening these up, we're for sure going to like put a little theme to them, whether it be making all these bookshelves yellow, just like in my game room, or whether it be like we talked about this today, and you'll see it on the video the day after tomorrow on our channel. We talked about putting a gumball machine in each booth and filling it with something funny. Does anyone think that would be ridiculous, or like a dice gumball machine in this one, a marble gumball machine in the next one? I think that would be cool. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Why would you ask me such a hard question? Let me get back to you on that. I'm going to answer that question. Who asked it? Brandon. And let me think about that. Have you considered selling Power Ranger figures? I've seen some that hold value. Yeah, I've got some of the big plushies up there for sale, but they're not the original action figures. But we will sell some. Hello from your house, lol. Pat, I want you to tell me how our cats are doing. Have they started to eat each other yet? Katie says, Hannah, you're the best. I agree with that. Hannah's a lot prettier than I am, for sure. Thanks, Burns. What's your craziest find that has made you the most cash? I'll let you answer that. We know the answer to that. So
I recently sold a vintage Levi denim jacket from World War II era. It was the Type 1 jacket, if you're familiar with Levi's, and that sold pretty immediately for a reasonable price of $1,500. So I probably could have listed it for up to $25 and still got a sale, but I wanted it to be gone quickly. So it was a jean jacket. Great question. Thanks for asking. We've had nothing come close to that yet. Yeah, no. $1,500 is definitely the best we've done with one single item. Katie Kaboom said her favorite's Gohan. God, this is a hard question. Hannah, name 2 Dragon Ball Z characters. Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza. I don't watch it. Listen, my favorite Dragon Ball Z character is Frieza. What's his name? Frieza. I'd probably have to go with Piccolo, I guess, because you're putting me on the spot. I'm going to say Piccolo. Let's see. Is this the right one? Yes, Magic, you're at the right place. I apologize for the confusion. We messed up. That's all there is to it. We haven't figured out how to go live from our phone yet. Mr. Noob, what's up? Welcome. Let's see. Any Hooters stop on the trip? No, not yet, but let me just say this for all you that are joining us that were with us last week. Smash them Hooters. Gohan's a great one.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see.
We've been talking about that podcast last week and telling our friends about what we said in the podcast last week, and people were like, "You said that on the internet?"
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes I just say things. Where did I find that jacket? Hannah, you found the jacket.
I found it at a Goodwill for $10 in the men's jackets.
Yeah. And we almost didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Because we're super familiar with like Levi jeans and certain vintage purses and stuff, but
Yeah.
we were not at the time terribly familiar with that kind of jacket, but we
Well,
are now.
I know about the jacket, and I've honestly always wanted to find one, but never actually considered the fact that I would find one. And the thing that really threw me off about it was that it was in such good condition that I thought it was a knockoff. I'm like, there's no way this is the actual thing. It's just too nice.
Yeah, so when you find something from 1940s, and it's untouched, that's pretty wild. That we couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, you want to live in Des Moines, but only for Slipknot. Hey, you know what? When I went to Des Moines, I'm not gonna remember the name of the city, but there's a little city in Iowa where the house that was painted in the American Gothic painting is, and that's where I was for about a week. It was a real cool little town. Yours is Vegeta, good pick. Do you think you'll come back with as many games as you did last time that you cross country? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because I came back with hundreds that time, and I've probably got about 20 right now. But I'm really happy with some of the stuff that we got. But that's a good question.
I feel like we've been a little bit more picky this time. We've
Yeah.
been very particular about what we're picking up, making sure that we pick up things that we actually really want or things that we know we can resell, just to kind of, be a little more space conscious
Yeah.
this time.
I can't wait to get home and watch this video, and half of it looks like this, because that's pretty much what it looks like. You've been scoring at the bins in Des Moines lately. The other day I got an original Fraggle Rock monkey doll from 1983. That's cool. You know what the other funny thing about the Des Moines, Iowa bins is that when I went to it, we had only been frequenting the bins in Phoenix for probably a few months, 4 or 5 months, and I hadn't yet traveled a lot of the country and went to other bins. It was one of my first bins after California, after Phoenix. And I was like, oh, so there are Goodwill bins that are large, like the one in Phoenix. Because the only other one we had been to besides the one in LA and the one in Phoenix was we went to one in New Mexico before that, and it's tiny. It's like the size of this booth. It's a joke, but it's still called a Goodwill bins. And then I flew to Des Moines, and I was like, wow, there are other large ones out there. And probably 2 months later, I went to the bins in Pittsburgh, which is also awesome. That's awesome. Glad to have somebody from Iowa watching. Beerus is your favorite. That's another good one. Does anybody else, are there any other Dragon Ball Z fans in the house? We just put these vinyl stickers up for sale in our booth, and I'm going to show you the other one real quick. Flip this camera around.
I didn't actually talk about any of
Hold
this
on.
stuff.
So there's a Capsule Corp sticker that we've got for sale. So we're selling these for $5 a piece. And we only have 3 right now, but I'm going to make about 20 more. Probably not before we leave, but soon. This is the way. Super Saiyan Capsule Corp. But yeah, we're selling vinyl stickers too. Let's see what else. DED Dead.
Same.
I just scrolled up too far. Let's see. You guys are the best. Thanks for saying so. Smash them Hooters. That's what I'm saying. Krillin's good. I'm trying. Master Roshi's good too, but he's a bit pervy for my taste. But your boy's into the turtle logo, so that says Roshi on it. I guess I should probably say he's my favorite if I'm wearing his name everywhere. That's awesome. I've been trying to buy stuff at thrift shops and sell them. Any luck? How's that been going? Hooters for Smash Bros. We need to start a Tendo sponsored Super Smash Bros. Tournament at Hooters, and exclusively at Hooters. Hello at Walmart shopping with the wife. So you're watching us while shopping at Walmart? Broly, very nice. What's up, Tendo and Hannah? Hey, what's up? MB Socks 44. Y'all coming back to Texas again? Maybe. To be completely honest, we're going to have a phone call with Hannah's mother tonight to decide when we're going to her house. And then once we know when we're going to be there for sure, we will make the rest of our plans for the return trip for sure. Hello from California. What's up? What part of California are you in? We love us some California. Sup, guys? The original Dragon Ball show is the best. I would probably agree. I think it's probably my favorite. I tried to get Hannah to watch it with me though once, and I think we got to the part where Goku touches Bulma's butt, or no, Bulma wants Goku to touch her butt, and then she freaks out on him. Hannah was like, "Yeah, I'm not watching any more of this." But strangely enough, she's watched all of Monster Ranchers with me, so I don't really understand what her problem is. Because that show's the weirdest anime in the world.
It is very weird. It's all about timing. You gotta be prepared to watch that show. I would say, it's bizarre. I don't know. Monster Rancher was good. I really liked that one a lot, and we actually kind of named our cat after one of the characters. So I guess we really liked it. Does that mean we liked it?
Listen, she won't watch Dragon Ball, but she'll watch Monster Ranchers. There's something wrong with that. Let's see. Southern California, walking distance to Disneyland. Nice, very nice. You've never seen Dragon Ball Z. It's worth a watch. I mean, you might not like it. It's pretty specific. Smash them Hooters. That's what I'm talking about. Legend Gaming.
What have you done?
What have you done? I've created a monster. Smash them Hooters. Hannah, I might be the only guy with a Xena collection. Ooh, Larry, are you a member of our Discord? Because if not, you need to come to our Discord and show us pictures right now.
Please.
Because let's see, it'll be tomorrow's episode. We bought some more stuff for our Xena collection. So spoiler alert for tomorrow's episode. But our Xena collection grows. What is the app that you use to take inventory of your collection? Currently, I'm using CLZ Games, but to be honest with you, GameEye is free, and it's pretty much just as good. I don't know that I would pay for CLZ Games. Robin and good game stores near Disneyland. I'm going to them in 60 days. Yeah, is there any good game stores? I mean, there's plenty of good game stores in California, so look them up before you go. Goku smashed them. Hey, Goku smashed a lot of things. Let's just leave it at that. You know what though? I'll tell you what's been one of my recent guilty pleasures is there's this dude on YouTube who does a vocal dramatization of some of the Dragon Ball manga. And I've been watching some while we're laying in our van at night, and Hannah's like, "What are you watching?"
Stop.
But yeah, it's pretty good. There's a bunch of stuff about a bunch of characters I watched that I've never heard of. But yeah. So, I guess the plan from here is we're going to leave this in the hands of our friends while we drive back home. We're going to spend another month or two at home cranking out more daily videos, doing what we do. And then we're going to try to come back with 2 to 3 times as much and open a couple more. But we wanted to just kind of say this while we're here talking about it. These decals here kind of have us like, I don't want to say shook, but we're like kind of not sure what to do because we're thinking about going home and printing thousands of stickers and then opening our second booth, not here, but at another store with nothing but stickers. Could you imagine one of these booths with just rows and rows and rows and rows of decals? Because I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that's what we're going to do because imagine how many of these flimsy little decals we can fit in a flat rate shipping box.
A lot.
Hundreds and thousands. So maybe it might be a way for us to grow a little faster than we thought, just to kind of start with those stickers. I don't know. It's a good thought though. Love your guys' show. Thanks for saying, Rich. Let's see. Have you tried Dragon Ball Z PS2 games? I've played one of them. I have almost all of them though. What's the black t-shirt behind you? Is that a Black Ranger t-shirt? Yeah, let's eyeball them real quick. There's a few. The Dark Side, Vader. This one's pretty cool. We found this one at the Evansville Goodwill Bins. Evansville. I'm losing my mind. Nashville. Same. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Do you remember where we found this?
I do not.
We probably found that in Phoenix before we came. I don't really remember. But yeah, that's the Black Power Ranger shirt. It's a good one.
It might have been Little Rock, actually.
Yeah, probably was. I can't tell you where I got any of this stuff anymore. It's all starting to blur together. There's a PAL Xena PS2 game. I have it, and the Game Boy Color one. That's awesome.
Ooh, we have a PS1 game, but not PS2.
Brandon asked if I can play the guitar. I can. I'm not the best. I'm pretty good. I can pick up a guitar and learn. I don't want to say anything, but I can learn most music on the guitar. But I am a classically trained flautist. It's probably I can play a lot of instruments, a crap ton of them, but the only instrument I can pick up and easily read and play sheet music is the flute. True story. I don't know how we got here, but we got here. Just made a meme from the podcast. It's on Discord. I'll check that out later.
Oh no.
I don't even want to know. Can you play a kazoo? I mean, that's the thing about me saying I can play a lot of instruments. I can noodle and get by on a lot of instruments. There's probably 4 or 5 I can play well. Sup, sorry I'm late. Hey, glad you made it here anyways. We're just talking about the toy booth and all that's going on. It's kind of funny though, because a lot of you guys have been with us for a while, and you've seen me buy all these Nerf guns and all this stuff. And we didn't really start talking about the possibility of opening this toy booth until probably a month and a half ago. So
Yeah.
I will say one of the most exciting things right now about this channel and about what we're doing is that it's all coming together.
Yeah.
It really is starting to feel like it makes sense.
I feel like we're kind of just making it up as we go and just making it happen.
Well, we really are, because we were having dinner with a buddy of mine last night, and he was like, well, how's everything going? What are you thinking? I was like, I'll be completely honest with you. I regret every decision that we've made, because we probably should have just came here with thousands and thousands of stickers. But I'm not that regretful. We're still buying toys right now to keep doing this. So Xena stuff is in a box in my garage. You have to look for it. That's awesome. Who did my channel art? A guy named what's his Facebook, or what's his YouTube name?
Bubblegum Crash?
No, that's his old one.
Oh.
He's a guy. He's a member of our Discord. Go ask that question in the Discord, and maybe he'll reply. But he made the cartoon faces. Everything else I've made. Alabama called Total Nostalgia. Okay, cool. How do we send you guys stuff? Below, if you are inclined to send us stuff, you absolutely don't have to. But if you're inclined to, below every single one of our videos, I'm pretty sure even including this one, you scroll down, there's a P.O. box. And make sure you put that P.O. box number on there just as it's listed, and it'll get to us. Patrick won't tell me exactly how many packages are waiting at home for us from when we get home from you guys, but he acts like it's a whole lot. So we might have, we might do this one video when we get home with just like a mega mail time. And if you are sending something, send it before we get home, and you can be a part of that. Patrick says we have 10,758 packages. Could you imagine if we just got home and it was just like a pathway to our bed?
Oh my god.
Have you ever been to Indianapolis? Yes.
My brother lives there.
Yep. Hannah's got family there, and there are, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are 2 bins in Indianapolis. I went to one last time I was there, and then I saw on the map it said there was another, but I never went looking for it. So I don't know if that's absolutely true or not. But it's kind of crazy some of you guys actually have some Xena collections. I'd definitely like to see those over in the Discord. Love watching your videos every day. I appreciate you saying so. We kind of figured when we started doing this that posting daily or near daily was going to be the way to do it, and that's what we've been doing. We've posted daily for, I think we're just shy of 200 days. And I'm definitely going to get to a year of daily posts before we change anything. And I'm not saying we're going to stop posting daily then, but I'm going to definitely at least break a year before I ever accidentally miss a day. Let's see, you live right by a Goodwill outlet in Indianapolis. Brandon, are there 2 of them there or just 1? Do you know? I'd like to know, because it's not far from here. We're not going to make it to Indianapolis on this trip, but we definitely want to get there soon. Maybe you shall show some of yours when you get back on there. Please do. Lots of competition here in the suburbs of Chicago. Any plans for coming north? Well, it's funny you ask. If I could leave and go anywhere right now, it would be Chicago, and that's for 2 reasons. 1 is pizza, and 2 is everybody that I call best friend in the whole world lives in Chicago. And I haven't seen a couple of really good friends in more than a year, so it's not going to happen this trip, but I promise you it will happen. It will happen.
It is crazy though, because Chicago used to be like, oh my gosh, we want deep dish, let's go to Chicago so we can get pizza. But now our favorite deep dish places are actually in Phoenix too. Yep. So it's like, well, we can get some authentic Chicago, but same.
The Silver Sean says it's like tuning into a daily TV show. Rocks, yeah, especially it's especially like tuning into a daily TV show when we get on those runs of posting hour-long videos every day. That's pretty well.
No joke.
Nathan, thanks for saying so. In New Zealand, your upload time is like 3 a.m. So every morning I wake up, get a coffee, and watch a video. That's awesome. That's pretty great. I often wonder about that because I usually wake up at about 8 o'clock Mountain Time here or back in Phoenix, and we usually by then, and it's posted at 4 a.m. my time, and we usually have we usually have 200 or 300 views before we even wake up and get going, and I always wonder where all those people are at. So that's interesting. Good to know. You're one of them. What have you sold the most of at your new store? Probably. Well, if you're just talking about numerical, how many of something we've sold tons of these bags of darts already. We've probably made like $20 on those. But if you're talking about dollar value, we've made about $100 on these Star Wars masks we brought. That's probably the most of any single one thing we've made a lot of money on. Good question though. And you know, we're only like technically 4 days into selling at this store, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Random question: how old are you guys?
27.
And I turned 30 in September, so I'm that fresh 30. That's not so fresh anymore, is it? We're already into another year.
Yeah,
so
you're
never
already
mind.
like 6 months older.
So I'm basically 35. Let's see. This and the channel Sick Cooper we watch every day. Does he post every day as well? I've never watched, but kudos to him if he does because it is hard work. Let's see, I'm getting this situated so I can stop shaking you guys around. Retro Mickey, watch Retro Rick. He's cool. Retro Rick is cool. I actually was just texting Retro Rick. We've been talking back and forth. He's a cool cat. Literally wake up each morning with coffee and watch before work. That's awesome. You know, I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys saying so. And it is good for me to know what your watching habits is. But I must say, it's an unexpected thing to have hundreds of people waking up and drinking coffee first thing in the morning and watching me. That's pretty interesting.
I bet you're listening to your low voice every single morning is quite soothing to wake up to.
Yeah, I should just do a podcast every morning that's just vocals and just says, just take a sip of your coffee with my low voice, and then I'll just say weird things like smash them Hooters. Literally, let's see. Best part of waking up is Tendo episode. No, that's false. Best part of waking up is definitely Folgers in your cup. Where's the games, Shark Tendo? Where's the games? Here? They're in our store. What games we do have for sale are up in a lockbox up front, but they're mostly dollar games because they're all stuff that we've brought back from the bins, and you know I'm not finding super expensive games at the bins, but good question. You shall not say mine. Let's see. Please no, Patrick's not into that. He has a game store, him and his girlfriend. Oh, you're talking about that other YouTuber guy? Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good way to make a channel right there. Just have a game store and make videos in it every day. I can appreciate that. Can I have Rick's number so I can text him? No. Absolutely not. Yes, Dallas. All right, thanks for using my slave name. How's the White Castle in Arizona? You know, it's better than the one was here, but it's White Castle.
It's fine.
It's just fine. It's not worth an hour wait, but it is fine. Retro Rick going, great series to know. NES games. What about NES games? Oh, that's what he's doing. Yeah, so I appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're going to just chat for another 10 minutes or so. I will tell you that my favorite thing about our little toy setup here is that, or toy and VHS and other, is that like we have so many little things in here that are almost like a history lesson in this channel. Because some of you guys might remember our last long travel vlog we did. I bought the first and second, it was these two, the first and second Back to the Future VHS at a tiny little thrift store. It was that one that you had to walk. She had to walk a block.
Weird.
She had to walk a block to make a credit card payment or to swipe her card. And these were just buried in a back room of this big house that was supposed to be a thrift shop. And so I put them away. And then where did I find number 3? Nashville. I
Yeah,
found
the Fins.
so here I have a complete VHS set of Back to the Future. Honestly, I bet a lot of you guys that do watch us daily, you guys are talking about watching us every day. I bet a lot of you could walk through here and go, I kind of remember him getting that. I've definitely seen that on his shelves, because this guy's been on one of my shelves in my game room for years. This guy was on my shelves in my game room when we were just streamers on Facebook, swear.
Someone asked, have you been to the... Since your name is Dallas, have you been to Dallas, Texas? We were
Did
just
somebody ask
Fins
that?
there. Yes.
Oh, did I just skip that message? I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
it's okay.
Well, yeah, I've been to Dallas, and I'll tell you what, I'll never forget, not the first time I was there, but the first time I went there for work and spent a while there. Sorry, there's someone on the intercom, I'm just listening to what they're saying. The first time I went there for work, I was in an Arby's, and I said, I'll have whatever the chicken strip is that like a number 11? If it is number 11, I remember that I should just honor kill myself. But, and she said, well, can I have a name to put down on the ticket? And I said, Dallas. And she goes, what? No, I need a name. She thought I was responding with where I was, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, when I introduce myself to people in Dallas, I get an interesting look. Patrick says he's not down for the Tendo ASMR morning sessions, though. That's great. Can we get the Warrior Princess to do her special call?
Oh my gosh, every time.
Wait, someone just walked by. Okay, do it now.
No,
Do
I'm
it.
nervous.
Do it softly into the microphone.
I don't know if I can.
Do it softly. That was the best thing that's ever happened on this channel. So we're gonna leave it at that. Let's see. Are chicken biscuits really that good?
They're fine.
Yes, absolutely. Listen, I don't eat breakfast a lot. Most of the time I don't. But when we're going and we're getting up and working like we are, I do have to eat something in the morning. And for whatever reason, a McDonald's chicken biscuit for $1, not spending a lot of money, it's fine. But I tell you what, that Bojangles chicken biscuit, I'd eat one of those for every meal. But I think they are. I thought you was keeping Back to the Future. Not the VHS.
We'll find another set.
I mean, I should, but listen, I'm keeping my Dragon Ball VHS and my Digimon and my Monster Rancher. Right now, I'm not keeping any others. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know. We kind of already ate dinner. We ate before this. I doubt we'll eat it again. We ate at Fazoli's.
We had Fazoli's. We don't have Fazoli's in Phoenix. It was so... Fazoli's. It was good and fine. It was fine.
It was great. Magic says, I love when you do Xena.
I'm going to be forever known for that. We're going to get clipped of that. There's going to be an hour-long video of me doing Xena calls on YouTube one day.
Jack asked, someone else asked that earlier, Jack, will I come back as minigames as last trip? That's a big no, but I'm coming back with some stuff I'm actually excited to play, so I'm happy with that. Plus, last time when we left for the trip, I had like 800 video games. This time we left, I have like 3,000. So, the cheap stuff that I typically look for is drying up. So I've walked past a lot of games this trip I already had. Biscuits are completely different here. Yes, biscuits for you are cookies, right? Retro, we call them cookies, you call them biscuits. I don't know if you guys even traditionally eat what we call biscuits, do you? And if you do, what are they called? They're just, bready breakfast sandwiches for us. Yes, the Bojangles chicken biscuits are the best. So good. I'd eat there right now if I could. Do we miss home yet? I don't. She misses the cats, so
much.
Kinda. I mean, I miss Patrick maybe like... I can see how close I can get my fingers together without touching. Do you see that little space? I miss Patrick that much.
I'm genuinely concerned that the cats forgot that we exist and think that they're Patrick's now, and whenever we come home, they're just not going to like us anymore, and I'm going to forever be catless and in the house with my old cats. It's going to be really sad.
Lol. That's funny.
LOL, Pat.
Pat, what are our cats doing right now? Comment so everybody can see. What are they doing right now? They're probably sleeping, if I had to guess. Pants,
okay.
Listen, I doubt Mochi or Monster cares that much, but I bet Pants is just raging mad that we haven't come home. Don't VHS is a trap. Cool to collect, but it's a downward spiral. Listen, that's why I'm just collecting all the Dragon Ball VHS, and then I'm done. Okay, that's it. Well, and Monster Ranchers. Well, that's how they get you. And then I also, it is a rabbit hole. It's not one I'm particularly keen to fall down, which is why, like, some of you are gonna hate me for this, but just flip you around. I'm even getting rid of most of my Turtle VHS because I just might as well get the money because I'm not gonna watch them on VHS like I will the Dragon Ball. But imagine if I tried to collect all of the Turtle VHS. There's so many. Love the booth, guys, but how do they protect from theft when you're not there? There's cameras everywhere.
Actually, I will say, the woman that runs this place is a badass.
Yeah,
she's just like, you smell like you're stealing.
Yeah.
Get that out of your pocket.
Yeah, she's good. The people that run this place are really great, and I'm not worried about it at all. So I mean, but outside of that, like, it's kind of goofy, but like we've got most of our little baggies stapled up, you know. So we do what we can, and a lot of stuff is like taped together. So, you know, here's a Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
And it's not, I'm not saying nobody can steal these, but they're going to have to do extra work. And they're going to have to do extra work that's probably going to be noticeable on camera. So
Yeah.
we do what we can and then just hope for the best after that.
Most things that are pocketable, though, are things that are like, we found that at the bins. It's $3. Who cares? Like, it's not a huge deal.
I mean, it does happen, though. I'll tell you what, since you brought it up, because it is a good question. The last time that I sold stuff like this, people would take the barrels off of one gun, because like this is an expensive gun, and this is a gun that everyone has, but is missing this barrel. So someone would put this on a $5 gun and buy it. And that's how they got me last time. But your boy came ready with all the zip ties in the world. So it's not going to be a problem this time. But good question. Let's see. Bluegrass Picker, do you have some booths yourself? If so, that's awesome. Video idea, Hannah does Xena call for 24 hours. She'd be dead.
No, he says making a video of it. That's gonna exist one day.
No, what you should do is you should download every video that she does it in, and one of these days, cut it all together, create your own channel called Hannah and Tendo Isms, and then just post all the stupid stuff we do.
Though I will say, if someone decided to make a meme and put my face on Xena instead, I would not be mad about it.
That's a weird fantasy.
It's not a fantasy, I'm just saying.
That's weird. That's damn weird. Let's see. I've lost where we were.
What's your favorite system to collect?
Let's have a. Hold on. Did I skip something? What's your favorite system to collect for? It changes, but probably GameCube overall. Yeah, I just like, I love the way my GameCube shelf looks, and I don't have near enough GameCube games. So, yes. Let's have a huge Nerf war. We should have an annual Tendo's Nerf war, and we should do it like on a big ship out on the water. And
all the Nerf darts just go into the ocean and then kill all the fish.
Okay, scratch that. We're not doing that. Hannah's right. Where do we do it then? Well,
we have to do it on a, like.
Hold on. I know. Remind me about my promise to make an annual Tendo's Nerf War. About 2 or 3 years from now, when we have our own YouTube studio, we'll set up like obstacle courses outside of it and do it out there. Promise.
I think we should do it at a football stadium, like a real big one, so that people can like hide in the concession stand booths and then it's just an all-out brawl on the football field.
And the girls have to dress as Xena and the guys have to dress as Hercules. I got it, Hannah. You've got weird Xena fantasies. We get it. JD says, great work, guys. Looks official. Thank you. I have glass booths for sports cards. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Yes, my sports video game actually sell in my booths. That's awesome. Xena call ASMR. So you're saying instead of my daily morning video where I do Tendo ASMR, smash them Hooters, you're saying that Hannah should do the ASMR and just do the Xena call into the mic for an hour every morning. GameCube stuff sells the fastest for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really resell games, and even though we do have some games here for sale, I hate to even start calling myself a game reseller because like I'm not trying to buy up other games. It's literally the gaming stuff we're selling here. It's just the extra stuff I've picked up at the bins. But yeah, I do appreciate you sharing that information, though. I'll definitely be sure to put my GameCube games like front and center. Let's see. Some things don't sell on eBay, sell in the booth. Yeah, well, it's a good point too, because that's what these Nerf guns are all about here. I just know they're going to sell, and because they have before, and they currently are.
I mean, a lot of times on eBay too, people will gladly pick something up with free shipping.
Yeah.
And just walk out with it.
Shaolin Gamer asked if I'm a Scotch guy. I've actually never had a drop of alcohol, despite the fact that I look like this. I've never smoked a thing. I've never drank a thing in my life. I came across these looks naturally, swear. Xbox OG games don't sell, that's for sure. Yeah, but your boy buys a lot of them. Let's see, did you play that Xena game on PS1 yet? Not yet, because we literally left right after we got it, but we're going to.
Yeah.
Listen, when this trip's done, your boy and your girl are going to need some rest, and we're going to lay in bed and play video games for a week. He has claimed he has never drank a beer in his life, so probably no Scotch. I've claimed, yeah.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
It's actually true.
How much does a booth cost, and do they have them everywhere? In this store, a booth, there's specials when you sign up, so it's between $100 and $150 a booth. But they, in this part of the country, in the Midwest, this kind of resale market is very popular, and the prices can vary. And also the rules in which how much you have to take care of and they take care of can also vary. So it's definitely something to look into in your area if they have this kind of thing. Would you ever consider making a video, how to edit videos like a boss video? No, I haven't, because there are probably a dozen tutorials like that on YouTube right now. They're all made by 12-year-olds that are actually better at editing than I am. So look at that. Tendo for president, Nerf wars on the White House lawn. I'm down for that. Do you believe in ghosts? Not personally, no, I do not. What's up, Anna? Welcome. ¿Cómo estás? Or does she... I think she speaks Portuguese. What's hello?
Portuguese.
Hello, how are you in Portuguese? See you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good night and have fun. Peace out. Hard to sell a $12 item with $8 shipping on eBay.
That's really true.
Yeah, that's very difficult. And also, I mean, that happens to us all the time. Looking at how much something is to ship, it really informs what we buy all the time. Just made Hannah's dream come true. Check Discord under lit memes. Lol.
Oh no.
Hannah's got lots of lit memes on the Discord when the stream's over. But yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. Scroll through here just a little bit. I'm sure I missed somebody's comment, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's always a good time, and I can't wait to get back home and do the podcast live at home so I can switch cameras and have good microphones. We had a whole plan today to set this camera up over there and put wireless mics on and, do this way different, but technical difficulties do get in the way. Not really worth selling something under $25-$30 unless it ships first class. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for hanging out with us, Robin. Real quick, everyone, before you go, do me some favors. I always want to tell you guys that are watching this live stream to hit the subscribe button, but if you're watching this live and haven't hit the subscribe button, I don't know how that happened. But I don't know, what else do we need to talk about before we go? I guess we could talk. Is anybody watching right now in the St. Louis area? Because that's where we're going next for sure. It's gonna be a good time. I think we have a couple binge trips planned there. And I think that we're almost definitely, I don't want to make a promise. There's a huge flea market in St. Louis this coming weekend.
I think so.
And it's comparable, I hear, to that big flea market that we went to in Nashville. So we should be doing that this weekend, but I don't want to make a promise because I said this earlier in the stream. If you're just joining us now, we still haven't decided exactly when we're leaving here and exactly what we're doing next. But we should do a couple binge trips next week, as well as a big flea market trip once again, which I think will be awesome because I don't know about you guys, but that flea market trip that we already did on this trip was really awesome. So looking forward to that. Safe travels, appreciate that. You live in Missouri, Springfield, awesome. You're in Columbia area, like to hang out with you guys, buy you a pizza, but I can't drive so far, that's a problem. Yeah, well listen, we'll come up your way eventually and do a meetup around there one of these days. That last Goodwill bins was nuts, too many scavengers. Listen, it's the worst. Would you put that like the worst?
Yeah, I don't think I'll go back there anytime
Yeah,
soon.
it's the worst one we've been to. Steer clear of it. Uh, Trading games is in St. Louis. I've heard of trading games. We will stop if we happen across one. Nashville trip was fun to watch. It was a fun time. I'm honestly, we wanted to stay there longer, but today specifically is the anniversary of my grandfather's death. So like today was the day we had to be here in town and kind of spend time with family. So we came back here for that. Otherwise, we'd have probably stayed there a couple more days because not only is there great bins in Nashville, there's a lot of cool stuff to do in Nashville, and then my brother and his 37 kids live there, and they're a lot of fun to hang out with because I like stomping all of them in Mario Kart, which is saying something because a lot of you guys probably know how bad I am in Mario Kart. Do you ever find ordering on eBay would be easier and cheaper, more effective than going through thrifts? I know part of the thrill is the adventure. Absolutely not. I mean, there's no way. I mean, I've got this Nerf gun for sale right here for $15 because I paid $2 for it, and you will not get this Nerf gun complete like this on eBay for less than $25 plus $15 shipping. So no, I mean, maybe you could do that if you find something very niche and small to resell, but for us personally, not at all. Shallon Gamer says, have a good night, you guys. God bless. Appreciate it. You're going to be in Houston, Texas, second last half of May. You gonna do any bins shopping? Is there a Houston bins? You gonna do some bin shopping down there? The last one looks like the bins in Los Angeles. It's a dogfight every day there. Yeah, we've been to that one. I don't know that I remember that Los Angeles one being that bad, but we also were just there on I don't know what day of the week it was, but I'm sure it gets worse. If you ever come to New York, I'll show you guys around to all the thrifts. We definitely want to make it to New York. There's a lot of reasons, more than one, for us to make it up to New York sometime soon. But you might see some random lots that have a lot of stuff on eBay, you mean? Yeah, I mean, you never know. You love thrift hunting, the thrill of the hunt. I like the thrill of the hunt, and that's all fine. It's not even that for me as much as it is for me, I like digging through stuff. So the bins for me is really where it's at, because I don't know, I have something broken inside of me that I'm just a weirdo, and that's what I like doing. Is there a bins in Houston, Texas? I don't know, I'd like to know, but I've definitely never been to a bins in Houston. We've been to one of the ones in Dallas, and we need to go to that second one soon. But but like I said, flea market next week, 2 bin stops at least. We might squeeze a third one in that week if we leave St. Louis earlier than we thought. How do you guys keep up with taxes on your resales? You just keep track of the dollar amounts, and the complicated part's not keeping up with like what you sell. It's keeping up with the receipts for what you buy to put into it and stuff. That's the tricky part, and it's not easy to do. But I don't really want to give tax advice. I'm not the guy to do that. But QuickBook, there's like a QuickBooks app. If this is what you do for a living, there's some monthly fee or something. It's worth it. Get it, scan your receipts, and then I think you can just scan your receipts with it and throw your receipts away. It's very much so worth the investment. Or if you can afford it, hire a tax consultant. Have you ever been to the Garden of the Gods in Illinois? A lot. I've been there a lot. We grew up riding horses, my brother and dad and I. That was our pastime until I was, well into my teenage years. And there was some places out in Illinois that we would go horse riding, and we would often stop on the way there or on the way back and just kind of, walk around Garden of the Gods a bit. You and I have been there together.
Yeah.
When we first left home, I think, we stopped at Garden of the Gods and shot some video 6 or 7 years ago. But good question. How do you, ever thought of buying a storage unit at an auction? Not really. I mean, I'm not saying we won't do it, but it's not like, if you're a reseller or if you do, which cat's my favorite? Pants. Monster can burn in hell. But ever thought of buying a storage unit? I mean, anything, buying pallets from Amazon. There's, if you're into reselling, you're probably aware of all these other ways in which you can buy lots of stuff. And I'm not saying we won't do those things, but we're not looking to do any of that stuff at the moment. We're trying to do we're trying to live at the bins right now is really our main goal. LOL. Okay, kicking out small cat right now. Yeah, just open that front door and you eat him out there. All right, listen, guys, we are actually going to get out of here now. We hit an hour. And next week's podcast should be a lot like this one. We'll probably just end up somewhere specific and do a live one. And then the week after that, though, we'll be back home with your boy Pat. It'll be me and Pat in the game room at the Tendo desk doing our usual thing. And we will... we'll have some fun activities planned for you then when we do that. So I appreciate you guys sticking with us through this trip. I know that our videos haven't been exactly like they are when we're back home, but we've been working pretty hard, and so the videos I've been putting a little less time in them than I would when I'm at home. But I think we're doing all right. You guys still seem to be enjoying them, so I appreciate it. So guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Subscribe. Hit that like button, pretty please. And then subscribe. Did I say that?
Yep.
Subscribe.
Discord.
Subscribe. Discord, subscribe. I'm telling you, you've got to subscribe or I'll cry. And then, if you are subscribed, hit the notification bell because you're going to want to see where we pop up next week on the podcast, I promise. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. If I can figure out how to do it. Do you see the end button?
I don't. The X
Do you
button.
think you think I should hit the X?
We'll see.
All right. I'm gonna hit the X. And all right. Peace out, guys.